So finally, we get to see Splinter Cell Conviction again. Last time I saw it was UB Days back in '07. Yeah, and a lot of things have changed. Sure. Can you take us through like the main things that have changed?
Absolutely. Well, right now we decided to go back and form a Splinter Cell experience that was much closer to the roots of Splinter Cell. We wanted to maintain true to the light and shadow gameplay. We wanted stealth to be a real focus of the game. So we've gone back and we reassessed what it means to be a stealth game, and we wanted to turn the gameplay on its head, but like I say, still remain true to it. So we kept a lot of elements of what we had developed before. We also changed a lot. And what we're bringing now is a much faster, more dynamic, more action-oriented stealth experience. We have some great gameplay new gameplay features like the mark and execute, the last known position. And we have some awesome new storytelling tools like the projected text and the projected movies you've seen.
And I mean, Splinter Cell series has always been very challenging, very hard. It seems like you're opening up for the player to have a little bit more freedom, maybe a little bit more not being punished as much and being more powerful as in the game.
Absolutely, yeah. I always found it frustrating that we were in charge of one of the most powerful men in the world, right? He's an elite agent. He's trained to the limits of human capabilities. He's an expert Krav Maga hand-to-hand fighter. He's, got great gunfighting skills, and the first thing that we tell you to do is hide, right? Now, for me, it's all about bringing that to a more action-oriented experience. Because he's no longer associated with Third Echelon, he's left the agency, he's on a personal mission to find his daughter's killer. He's no longer restricted in the same ways that he was before. We're able to go much more dynamic, much more action-oriented, but still maintain stealth. So we have stealth as an option now, not a requirement. So that for us is a huge change, and I think people are going to love it when they play it. You can use stealth to bypass people, to creep in the shadows and get around the enemy emplacements, but you can also use it once the action starts. You can absolutely start using stealth, the last known position, flank around away from your enemies, and then start dealing with them from the shadows at your own pace again.
I was also impressed by the presentation and the way you tell the story. It's very different for a game, but then again, it's sort of, why hasn't anyone done that before? Because in a game, you can actually do that without, leaving people from the immersion.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we take a lot of influence from a lot of different places. We're big fans of a lot of different games, a lot of different films, and these techniques are, for us, they're super innovative. They're very hot in like the graphics industries. And you see them in some movies and things like that. So for us, it was just a matter of time before it came out. And we're really pleased to be here first, showing it off and really pushing the technology in new areas.
Can you tell us a little bit how Sam Fisher as a character has changed for this game?
Well, like I say, he's no longer shackled by the restrictions of Third Echelon. He's now completely off the hook, so he's able to go at things at his own pace. He's no longer creeping in the shadows, leaving no traces. He's fast, he's brutal, he's over the top, and he's on a personal mission to find his daughter's killer, so he's really not going to hold anything back. He's really looking for vengeance here.
But he's still a character that you want to root for, right?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. He's a lovable old gruff, and he's the same old wisecracking guy that he ever was, but we're taking that character and we're fleshing him out, giving him a lot more detail than he's ever had in the past.
So, is there a favorite new gadget or tool that Sam has that you'd like to talk about?
Well, I can't really talk too much about the gadgets, but I think we have a couple of really cool new ones. The EMP grenade that we're showing at E3 today, it's super fun because it allows us to put a lot more lights into the environment. So you can have an environment with dozens of lights and then take them all out at once. So instead of patiently shooting each one and then creating the darkness that you need, you can create an area of darkness much faster. So I think it's a really powerful tool for the player that we can play with a lot.
And are we finally going to get Splinter Cell Conviction this holiday?
Oh yes, absolutely, this fall.
Promise?
Absolutely.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thanks a lot, man.